All right, so we have a live look over in Dublin, Ireland, and guess what? 47 degrees, kind of sunny, and it is 12:12 right now, so it is just past noon, and this is what it looks like over in Dublin, Ireland.
It looks fantastic. Well attended St. Patrick's Day festivities there, and you can even hear them.
Yeah, I think they got some announcements going on.
So, and the thing is, a lot of those people you're seeing there are American tourists who travel to Ireland just to be there today.
Why not?
Gabe Saglie of TravelZoo knows all about this.
He traveled to Ireland and is talking to us about traveling to Ireland.
Gabe, top of the morning to you. I know you've been traveling around Ireland for the past few days. Any tips, reflections, warnings at this point?
Well, no warnings. This is a happy time to be in Dublin and in Ireland. You know, we're in the midst of what they call St. Patrick's Festival. It's a week-long affair here in Dublin, culminating on St. Patrick's Day with a spectacular Mardi Gras-style parade that draws about 750,000 people onto the streets of Dublin. At least a quarter of them from the United States. A lot of New Yorkers, people from the state of New York coming out to enjoy St. Patrick's Day here. So there is a buzz in the air. There is a buzz in the pubs. And this is a happy time to at least pretend that you're Irish. But certainly 40 million Americans claim Irish heritage. And this is the time of the year when they come here to discover their roots and to toast those roots as well. So as you mentioned, yeah, I've been traveling throughout Ireland over the last couple of days. Part of the neat thing about traveling in Ireland is the accessibility. I mean, I landed in Dublin on Saturday morning, and within 2 hours driving west, I was in the Wild Atlantic Way, which is the longest designated driving route in the world. Spectacular, sweeping views. The cliffs of Moher, world-famous cliffs there, of course, are right on the Wild Atlantic Way. I visited a 1,000-year-old town called Kinvara. Spent a couple of hours in Galway City, which is home to Salt Hill, the longest coastal promenade in the country of Ireland, and of course famous Shop Street, where you can really hang out with some very eclectic musicians and artists, and do some great shopping there as well. Then it was to the north. Now Belfast is in Northern Ireland. You're crossing the border now into the UK, so you're paying with sterling instead of euros. The signs are in miles instead of kilometers, but otherwise it's still a lot of classic Irish hospitality. The Titanic Belfast exhibit is up there. It's just a spectacular visitor center paying tribute to the Titanic, which was built in Belfast. And of course the Causeway coastal route, which is where they film Game of Thrones, you know, Winterfell and Westeros. That is where it all happens out there in the beautiful landscapes of Northern Ireland. And of course the last couple of days it's been in Dublin and visiting some great landmarks here, including the world famous Guinness storehouse, which has been brewing the black stuff since 1759, and those folks have a 9,000-year lease to brew Guinness on that site. So for generations, people will be coming to Dublin and enjoying a couple of pints in that historic building. And then it's been all about celebrating St. Patrick's the way only the Irish folks and the Dublinites know how to do it.
Yeah, all right. My goodness, my Guinness. I saw you tipping one back there, which is nice. Hey, let's talk about expense. What does it cost to get over there? Is it expensive to stay? What would it cost at this point?
Okay, a couple of things to keep in mind. First of all, the euro, as you know, is at record lows. All of it, you know, these days the dollar does flex some nice muscle against the euro. I was here last year. $1 bought you about it would cost you about $1.30 to get a euro. Now it's just over. It's almost a 1-to-1. So you're seeing some great bang for your buck. Now, obviously, on St. Patrick's weekend, you're going to see hotel rates soar 400%. But otherwise, we're seeing some great value during the winter season. Peak season is during the summer months. If you're flying out of Rochester, you're likely going to connect either in New York City or in Boston. Then it's an overnight flight. It's about a 6-hour flight across the Atlantic to either Dublin in the east, Shannon to the west, Belfast to the north. You've got 3 international airports to choose from, and you're looking at airfare, depending on how far ahead you plan your trip, between $600 and $900 round trip. Once you're here, you can stay at a 5-star castle throughout the Irish countryside. Some fantastic hotels here here in Dublin. More than 1,000 B&Bs that give you a real bang for your buck and some great insider perspective in the town that you're staying in. So there really is sort of a place to stay depending on whatever budget you've got to come visit Ireland. And again, the neat thing about 2015, which is when they're expecting a record 8 million international visitors, is the fact that the dollar really now is as strong against the euro and is really allowing you to enjoy some of those day-to-day incidentals all the more.
All right, Gabe, hey, thank you so much. Try to have a good time there. As you said, there's a buzz in the bar.
And I'm going to go find it. Thanks.
There you go. So you got a big party going on in Ireland right now.
Gabe looked like he was thoroughly enjoying himself.
Doing research.
Yeah, a little research. She had to try the Guinness to make sure it was fresh.
Yeah, he's still there today for the festival.
He is.
So there you go, big party.
Fun place.
Hey, speaking of parties, we are going to be talking birthday parties with Mindfully Frugal mom, Sarah White, how to make them less expensive and less wasteful.
Yeah, those party favors.
The goodie bags, those were always fun though.
Exactly.
But sometimes it became clutter.
A little bit.
Yeah.